Debbie here. I am going to be working on a WIP and chat today, and if you are not familiar with what a WIP and chat is, that is a work in progress. I am going to be working on my diamond painting that you can see here. This is Poseidon, and it is a 19.69 by 23.62 inch or a 50 by 60 centimeters. And this is from Bella Art Diamonds and formerly Mary's Diamonds. I am close to finishing this one, and I've already decided how I'm going to frame this. I am going to put this one on my wall. I think it will look perfect next to a mermaid. So that is the plan. But I am using my tray here that I got from Great Lakes Escape, and this is from Firefly, and I am going to order some more of these. I'm not sure what size or what to order, so if any of you have used this type of tray, let me know which one that you like the best. I do want one a little bit larger than this one. I don't even know what this one is. Oh, it's on the back actually. It's Inferno Mini, so I want to get something else that is larger, but I love how this tray works out. It has like the little stopper here. You don't have to worry about losing it. I am using my Crafted Makes pen that I really do like. I am using my Craft Mates organizer here, and this has all of my drills. And I'm going to pick one and then I'll show you. I think I'll go with G. Let's go for the letter G. And of course I don't have these in order, but I like these. There's 8 of these in here, and they have little compartments, and you just push this little button here and it will open each one up, and they hold more than what it looks like that it will. I don't use these as often as I probably should, but I really do like these. They are one of my favorites, but it's not my go-to. My go-to is always my Elizabeth Ward, but I did not have one available for this one. There wasn't that many diamonds on this, so I thought since there's not as many diamonds, I think I'll just go with this Craft Mates. And I hadn't used it in a while, so I thought that would be something that would be perfect to use. I think I'm going to, I've got some more, another bag of these that I guess I should have already brought in here. I might need them. We will see. I am getting close to finishing this one. This has been so much fun. It has been out of my comfort zone, but it has been very enjoyable to work on. It's a mixture of color blocking and also confetti, so that is perfect. And the colors are really pretty. So as soon as I finish this one, I will have a review, and then I will be able to kit down. I am using Randa's Crafty Corner Putty, and I think this one, it has something to do, it has something to do with apples. I don't know if it's apple pie or what. I don't have the actual little container with me, but I think that's what it is. But it smells really good, reminds me of fall, which I am so ready for fall. And the weather here has been so nice. First of all, before we get started, I want to welcome all of you. Hello, how is everybody doing? If you are new, welcome. I really appreciate the fact that you're taking time to check out my channel. I hope that you like it here. And for those of you that are returning, welcome back. I always appreciate all of you. It's always fun every week to look at all of the different comments, or even just, you know, the hearts or the likes, and to see so many that are returning. So that makes me really happy. It makes me realize that I must be doing something right because I do have returns. So I do appreciate that. For some reason, I don't know what the deal is. I haven't had any problems. This is kind of sticky. It's sliding just a little bit in this one section, and it hasn't been doing that at all. But I do have some sliding drills, and typically when that happens, it's no big deal. But when that happened, it's because that the glue did not properly curate before the actual plastic was put on. So it didn't really have enough time to dry. And that can be resolved usually if you just leave the section that you're working on open for just a little bit. That will usually help to get it to where it's dried out some more. It's not as slippery. And this side over here is fine, but it's just that over there is just a little bit slippery. So I may just work on this for just a few minutes and just see what's going on with this. But let me know how everybody is doing. Are you doing okay? How is your weather there? And it always sounds weird to ask, how's your weather? Because that sounds like it's just something that, you know, people will do sometimes if they don't know what to say. They just bring up the weather. And that's not what I'm doing. I'm just really curious because I have a friend that lives in definitely a different area than we do. She's actually out of the country. She's international. And she sent me a message and she said, we're having our first snow today. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. It's, you know, in the 80s here. And so I always think it's really cool to see or to hear what others, how their weather is and what they're experiencing. Especially now because it's like we're in a transition for the weather. It's like here one day it was in the upper 90s and then it dropped to the low 80s. And this weekend it only got up to 75. So I thought that's perfect weather for me. Although it was very cloudy and overcast, so it was kind of an ick day. But today is absolutely gorgeous. It is a little bit windy, but it is really in the lower 70s. And it is sunny, and it's just like a typical fall day. The only problem that I'm having, other than it is windy, is that now everything is starting to, you know, die. It's starting to actually fall off the trees and all the flowers and everything. And that's when Paige and I get sick. It's when our allergies pop up really bad. So we're trying not to send her out very much. And she's already taking her allergy meds and all of her nasal sprays to make sure that she's going to be okay because she has really severe allergies. So we've already started that, and it's about time. I mean, I don't think that it's anything that we don't do around this time of year, but it just seems like it just hit us all of a sudden. And we need to get out and do some more yard work. But I want to wait until things die off some just to see exactly what we need to do. And we have so many trees in our yard and around our house. My poor husband, he gets out there and he is out there almost all winter fighting these leaves. We did have 4 trees taken down this summer. And then we also had a couple more trees that we just went ahead and pruned really good. So I'm hoping that this won't be as bad as the last 2 winters that he's had to deal with. And I'll go out and I'll help him, but if it's too cold, I don't like to, and I'll do it, but he enjoys it. That's when he likes to do yard work. He doesn't like to do yard work in the summer. He has other things he'd rather do. Of course, he still does it, but in the fall and the winter, that's when he enjoys doing yard work the most. But this weekend, he could have gotten out there because it wasn't that hot, but we were both kind of lazy. We did some things in the house, but for the most part, we were just like couch potatoes, all of us, even Paige. She didn't want to do anything. We did go to the grocery store, and of course it was packed. We went yesterday, and it was very crowded, but it wasn't just absolutely horrendous. So I got my groceries for the week, and we also had to do a beer run for my husband. I have wine that I order, and I usually get it every 2 to 3 months, and I never run out, and I actually, on my last bottle, and it has been 2 months, and normally I'll go 4 months sometimes, but this last time it has been about 4 months, and so it was time that I go ahead and get it. I don't like to because it is a little pricey to do it that way, but it does not have sugar in it, and I have to be really careful with my sugar intake. So I do what I can, and my husband told me to go ahead and get this wine because I really do like it. And that should be in sometime this week, and you never know what you're going to get. I order from Dry Farm Wines, and you never know what you're going to get, but if you don't like it, then you can send it back, and they will give you a refund. So that is good. There's only been one time that it wasn't that I didn't like it. It was just okay, and I drank it, and so I sent them a message and told them, it wasn't one of my favorites, and so they wrote that down, and they said if we have any that's similar to what was in this last one, then we'll make sure that we don't put that in your box. So that was definitely appreciated, and I've been doing it for a while. I would say over 2 years. So that's pretty good if you only have one that you didn't really like that much and all the others were really good. But this last box was the best one that I've ever gotten from them. So hopefully I will have some good wine coming. It's not like I drink a lot. I have 1 to 2 glasses a night, and that's after dinner. But my husband likes beer, so it kind of works out. He gets his beer, I get my wine, and we sit outside on our deck. And by next spring, or by the upcoming spring, we should have a little porch that he is working on. And I told him, I said, there's no point in you worrying about it now because we're not really going to need it soon. So he agreed with me, and so he's not really working on it as much. We are going to renovate our kitchen. We're going to start doing that in November. That is a good thing. We will just have to play that one by ear. Madison is going to be coming home, and along with her fiance for Christmas. I doubt that our kitchen will be completed by then, so we'll just have to figure something out. Although I will probably just pick up a ham or something anyway, and then we'll just cook. But we'll be able to cook. I just don't know how we'll be able to have a table because we're taking everything out of the kitchen and the dining room, and we're going to put it in my office. So we'll have to figure that one out. Paige is doing really well. Not much has really changed with her. She is doing some volunteering with a pet rescue, and she goes and she plays with the dogs once a week, and then she also reads to them, which I think is really cute. And We have checked in a couple places to see if she could read to either kids or if she could read to dogs and get paid, but we're still waiting on the VOTEC to get back to us. I did hear this week that it could be the middle of October, so more than likely she is not going to start VOTEC until January, but she seems to be okay with it. She's staying busy. She has set up a routine that she's gotten used to, so it's all working out. And Madison is doing really well. Nothing has really changed for her either. Let's see, for me, I am doing okay. I'm still having some issues with my hand. I had surgery, I guess it was in 2021 when I had surgery on my hand, and it helped, but now it's hurting in a different place. So more than likely it is just arthritis. Only thing that they can do now, it was short of just having me on medication, which I have tried, doesn't really help that much. I don't like to take medicine unless I just have to anyway. But the only thing they can do is to fuse my thumb, and I really don't want to do that. Doesn't sound very good to me. Doesn't sound like something that I would really like to do, to have my thumb fused. So I'm just kind of doing some exercises with it to see if that's going to help me any. Hopefully it will. And I did receive an invoice. I was really excited because on my invoice, I wasn't sure how much I was going to have to pay for this breathing machine that I had to use when I got sick this last time in July, and I just got the bill and I only owe $25. So I was really excited about that because I thought that it could be up to $300. So I thought $25 sounds perfect to me. I can do $25. So paid that. So I think that takes care of all when I was sick. I don't have to worry about that anymore. I'm going to change this to a number 7 now. I had to go out of town for work, and it was a 3-hour drive, and that wasn't horribly bad. I've done it before to a different school that is not, I don't work there, but we have to go there from time to time for our meetings with one of the organizations that I am overseeing, where I have to go for the competitions for work. And so it was an all-day thing, but there were 2 others that were also going. One was going because she is a manager of this other lady who has been there for only a month, and she is now working in our student services and for the different types of organizations. And so she decided to go because, we didn't know each other, and she wanted to make sure that this other lady, it was going to be, fine, that she wanted to have, introduce her to everybody, which, I could have done, but that was nice of her to want to go. So we all 3 rode in the same car. We took a school car, and that was actually nice. I was a little worried because I'm not good with, small talk, chit chat. They were also younger than me. I would say the new hire is in her early 20s because she just completed school and she went directly from high school to college. So I'm kind of just, adding together. I think she's in her 20s. And then the other one is in her mid-30s. Well, I am older. And so I was a little concerned about that. Do I really have anything in common? Is it going to be 3 hours of just pure silence? What is it going to be like? So I was kind of prepared, and we actually had a really good time. We had plenty to talk about, and everything they talked about, I actually knew what they were talking about, because sometimes I'm like, I don't know when they talk about, music or different things, and like, I have no idea what they're talking about. But I knew exactly what they were talking about, so that was nice. We were there. We had to leave at 6:45 in the morning, and we were there until about 3:30. And then we were leaving. We were all talking, and there was a Buc-ee's that was one exit from where we were. And if you know about Buc-ee's, then you have to go to a Buc-ee's. And if you don't know about Buc-ee's, it is the best way that I describe Buc-ee's to people who don't know what Buc-ee's is. It's kind of like a truck stop for cars. It has absolutely everything there, but it's very nice and tidy. It's clean. They have tons of snacks. They have their own specialty snacks. They have all kinds of fountain drinks I've never even heard of. And then they have, more snacks. You can purchase food from there. They cook it while you're waiting. I mean, it's just a cool place. They have shirts and, different kind of clothes and all kinds of little knickknacks and things. And so we decided that, for a snack, let's just stop at Buc-ee's, because we can get whatever snack we want, and we can walk around a little bit because we've been sitting all day, plus sitting in the car for 3 hours to get there. So we stopped by there on our way home, and we all got snacks. We loaded up on snacks, and then we got drinks. And I got a really cool fountain drink. It was pineapple something. I hadn't had that one before, and I thought, well, I'll go ahead and try this. And it was really good. So when we drove home, it took us a little bit longer to get home because we got into rush hour traffic, of course. And then on top of that, there was a wreck. There was a concert going on. Pink was in town. I mean, it was just crazy. So the time we got home, it was basically time for my family for dinner. And I told them, I said, y'all go ahead. I am, I'm not even at the school yet. I have to change, cars and make sure that, everything is done with the school car before we leave. So they went ahead and they picked up dinner. And besides that, I've been snacking for 3 hours. I really wasn't hungry for dinner. Didn't want to tell them that. But I got a cute shirt for Paige, and I had to get me one too, and actually Paige and I share. I had to get Madison one. So Paige and I share a shirt, and then I will send Madison hers, but it's a cute little Halloween shirt that has Buc-ee's on it. So did that, had some snacks left, so brought those home. And one of my favorite snacks of Buc-ee's is the beaver nuggets. And the beaver nuggets, to me, it's kind of like, I can't really describe it. What is that candy that used to come in a box? I just went completely blank. It's kind of like, I don't want to say caramel corn, but I went completely blank. I can even see it. And you got a little prize with it too. I don't know. I doubt they even have the same kind of candy, but it came in a box. Anyway, it's really good. And I don't want to say it's chips. It's not a candy. It's not chips. More like, it's not really a cracker. It's just hard to describe. Anyway, so I got some Buc-ee nuggets, and that was really good. Very crunchy, and I love crunchy. So ate some of those, and then for dinner, whenever my family came home, they had brought me dinner. So I did go ahead and eat a little bit. I'm like, I'm so full from all these snacks. But it was nice because that 3 hours that you have to drive up there and back, I've done it before by myself, and it is so boring. There's nothing to look at. It is straight highway. It is flat land. There's just nothing peaceful about that particular drive. And it's always crowded. In one certain section, it's always crowded. So it was nice just to be able to pass the time. And so that was Friday. And then on Saturday, we had plans to do some things. and we went and looked at a couple of things for the house, and we did a few things in the house. I did diamond paint a little bit. I did work in my craft room trying to get better organized, and made a couple of cards, made some birthday cards. And if you are not part of my birthday club and you would like to be, I do have that information below underneath the description. I send out homemade birthday cards that I make, and then I will send a couple of other goodies out. And I've gotten a little behind for August. So, I mean, not August, goodness, we're in September. For September. So if you have not gotten yours and you have signed up, it is coming. So be on the lookout for that. And if you would like to be part of that, please fill out that form. I don't do anything with your information. All that I ask is for your mailing information. I do ask for your birth date, of course, so I know when your birthday is. It does have the year on there. I don't need to know your year, and I put that on there too. Just put this year if you want to. I don't think you can leave it blank. I don't think it will let you. It's just how that form is set up. But you can put this year's year if you want to. I don't need to know. We don't need to know how old everybody is. And if you want to put your year, you most certainly can. I'm not going to save it. I don't do anything else with your information. I don't give it to anybody. I don't do anything with it. I just need it to mail you a card. So I will mail you a card for your birthday. I am starting to work on my Christmas cards, but I just have not found a card, a template that I am just really crazy about this year. And I don't know what my problem is. I just cannot settle on a design. So I'm still looking at that. And then I'm thinking about if anyone wants a holiday card, then I might even do, holiday cards for everybody. But I first need to make sure I'm going to send cards out this year. I'm sure that I'm going to. But if I don't get a template up pretty soon on my Christmas cards, then it may not happen. And I know this is just September, but if I don't get started on it now, and if I don't have them completed by the first part of November, and that's having them signed, having the envelope ready to go, ready to mail, then it's not going to get done. Because we get really busy in November between work and different things for church and our friends and just, kids and things that's going on. So I've got to find a card. I've been looking at Pinterest and just nothing is satisfying me this year. I don't know if that means, well, I'm not in the mood to make cards, but then if I don't do it, I'm going to regret it. But if I do it and I don't like it, then I may not mail them out, and it's a waste of time. It's a waste of all my card stock. So we'll see. But hopefully by next week, I will be able to have a card template, or at least I know what I want to do. So there is that. We did go out to dinner, so that was nice. We went to a restaurant that Paige really enjoys going to, and we hadn't been there a long time, so that gave us something to do. We've still been sitting outside a lot. We have only not sat outside one time this week or last week because it had been raining. It quit raining, and my husband said, well, do you want to go out? And this was at about 7:30 or so. And so I told him, I said, not really, because it's still going to be really damp out, and I don't really want to go out when it's damp. And he would have had to blown off the deck so it would be dry. And I said, it's too late. Let's just stay in. So we did stay in that one night, and we watched something. We don't hardly watch any TV, and it was okay. Whatever it was that we watched. I diamond painted, he watched TV. Kind of did the same thing on Saturday. he never watches, or very seldom will he watch football. He just hasn't done that in a very long time. Didn't really care for it anymore. And so he decided Saturday he just wasn't in the mood to do anything, so he kind of watched football. And when he did that, I was able to diamond paint some more. I'd cleaned the house a little bit, had quite a bit of laundry I'd gotten behind on. So that was Saturday. And then Sunday, I had online hosting for church that I had to do. And then from there, I did make some cards for church. And I need to drop those off this week. I diamond painted just a little bit yesterday, not very much. I just really ran out of time. And I did go ahead and did some couple of videos for the upcoming week and cleaned my house some, played with the dogs, took them for a walk. They were really excited about that. They were ready to get out of the house. Molly was getting antsy. We did buy a couple of new bird feeders. Ours had been hit really hard by squirrels, and it said it was squirrel proof, and they had really torn into our bird feeders. So we went and got 2 new bird feeders, and we got some new bird seed that was suggested, and the birds absolutely love this bird seed. So I don't know if that was a good idea or not, because now we're going through the bird seed, but that will soon stop around the winter. They won't want any bird seed. It was fun watching the birds, seeing what kind of birds that we were getting out there. It was also fun watching our cat. The birds just absolutely wore her out. She sat there on her cat tree and she watched birds for a good 45 minutes, and then that just wore the poor girl out. So she had to go and take her a nap, and her nap was like 3 hours in my office chair. I didn't have the heart to kick her out of my chair so that I could get a little bit of work done yesterday. And then today is Monday for me. I had a lot going on with work today, so I did that first thing this morning, and then as soon as I got all of that done, then I was able to jump on here and work on my WIP and chat. And then my husband had some errands he had to run. I think he just got home, so you may hear him because I'm right off the kitchen today. And the dogs are outside, so they've been really quiet. They love this time of year. So as far as what to expect for this week from me, I have a video coming out on Wednesday. That is a small shop haul. I have a few things from August and September, and I want to go ahead and start using those, and I haven't even unboxed them yet. I've just put them on my desk. I think I'm still waiting on a tray that I have not gotten yet. I need to check on that because it should already be here, but that will come out on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, I have an unboxing, and it is a new to me shop. It's actually a new shop, and I'm excited about that. So you'll see that on Thursday. And then Friday, I have my one discount company that I am going to unbox. And then on Saturday, I will have my massive cross stitch conversion project that I have every Saturday. So I am already full for the week. I'm also waiting, and I cannot wait on this. I'm just getting really antsy. Mary's, it was formerly Mary's Diamonds. It is now Bella Art Diamonds. And I have have a sneak peek that is on its way. Nicole and Jamie have already shipped it. I have no idea what it is. I had to stop for just a couple of minutes because my husband came in and needed to speak with him for a minute, or I should say he needed to speak to me for a minute. So I do have several videos that are already ready to go. I'm excited about that, but I'm especially excited about getting the new kit that's going to be uploaded on Thursday. I think you guys are going to like that. But as I was mentioning, Nicole and Jamie have sent out their 17 sneak peeks to different people, and I have no idea what Nicole chose for me. It is a surprise. I don't know if it's round, don't know if it's square. I have no idea which one it is. On their website, it does show the 17 new ones that have come out, but it doesn't say who is going to be getting what. So that's a surprise. And I mean, I have absolutely no clue, but she says, you can pick or they will choose, for you. And they give you a form to fill out based on, your likes, what you don't like. And then she also has seen what I like, so she kind of knows already. So as soon as that one comes out, I will do a sneak peek on that one. And I'm not sure, it's already mailed. It is already shipped, it's in transit, but I don't know when I'm going to get it. It will probably be sometime this week. And she is giving us a specific time that it needs to be up by. So depending on when I get it will depend if I have to rearrange some of the ones I've already done and I've already put out there. So it may change a little bit depending on when I get it. But I am definitely looking forward to that. And then I have some updates I'm going to post in my Facebook group. If you are not a member of my Facebook group, I would love for you to join with us, and I will post some updates, my progress on some of my WIP since I have so many going on right now. Also, if you are not one of my friends on Instagram, then that is open. You don't even have to request. You can just go ahead and follow me on Instagram, and it's also the Crafty Diamond. So that is something else I'm working on to put more information out there. So I hope that you are able to either join on Facebook or you just continue following me here is good as well. I see an M that I missed. I'm going to go ahead and do that one just because I just noticed that it's over here. And then I think I'm going to call it good for today. I actually got quite a bit done. I was going to wait on Poseidon's face and do that at the very end, but decided I want to go ahead and do it and see what it's going to look like. And this one's going by really fast. I would have already had this finished had I not already have 6 already going. So really how many videos are, really how many canvases are just too many to have working on. And apparently I do not know that because I keep adding more and more to my work in progress. If you enjoy this video, please click on the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. I think that you will like it here. As I mentioned, I do have quite a bit of a variety of content coming out. And until next time, happy diamond painting. Bye.